Good day and welcome everyone. Today, we embark on a journey through the dynamic and intricate world of aquatic ecosystem, focusing on wetland habitats, flowing waters, and lakes and reservoirs. I am Cassandra Akalal, a member of Group 2, and I am the first presenter for today. Wetlands are incredibly productive ecosystems that offer numerous benefits to our planet. They act as a natural filters for water, help prevent flooding, and provide habitats for a wide variety of plants and animals. In the Philippines, wetlands are particularly important for maintaining biodiversity and supporting the livelihoods of local communities. However, human activities have increasingly posed threats to these valuable ecosystems, jeopardizing their ability to provide these essential services. According to Abulu 2023, a new study shows that wetlands all over the world have been shrinking a lot in the last 300 years. The study found that the reason for this loss are the same as the problems faced by the biggest freshwater wetlands in the Philippines. These problems include draining wetlands to grow crops on higher ground, turning them into rice fields, and taking out peat, which is a type of a soil. Next, we have flowing water ecosystems, such as rivers and streams, which are crucial to a healthy environment. They allow animals to move from one place to another and help recycle nutrients. Unfortunately, human activities have had a significant impact on these ecosystems. Building dams and other structures can change the way rivers flow, harming the plants and animals that depend on uninterrupted water flow. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change and the Millennium Ecosystem Assessment have both identified significant threats to lakes and rivers. These threats are largely caused by global climate change and increased human activities. This is according to MEA 2005 and IPCC 2007. Human activities have accelerated the pace of climate change. Our reliance on fossil fuels for energy and our conversion of forests and oceans for food production have contributed significantly to the changes we are witnessing in our climate. This is according to Papa et al. 2014. Therefore, the interaction between human activities and aquatic ecosystems such as wetlands, flowing waters, and lakes and reservoirs possesses significant challenges. Sustainable management practices are urgently needed to mitigate these impacts and preserve this vital ecosystem for future generations. The three main objectives for this topic are: first is to explain what is wetland ecosystem and its importance, types, and adaptation of the organisms. Second is to determine the different types of flowing water ecosystem and its human impact. Then lastly is to identify the DNR water quality classification system of different lakes and reservoirs in the Philippines, lake formation processes, and its biodiversity and desertification.
So hello everyone, I am Sheena May Angeles of Group 2. So for today, I am going to discuss about wetland habitats. So wetland habitats are areas of land or pieces of land that are covered with water or is saturated with water for at least part of the year. So there are several types of wetlands based on water source and based on vegetation. So examples of wetlands based on water source are marshes, bogs, swamps, estuaries, mangroves, and fens. Also, based on vegetation, we have emergent wetlands, submerged wetlands, and floating leaf wetlands. So of course, wetlands are important in our ecosystem and in our life because they serve several functions, and that includes water purification, flood control, shoreline protection, habitat for wildlife, and also carbon sequestration.
Wetlands are unique environments characterized by their wet, often saturated soils. Organisms living in these conditions have developed remarkable adaptations to survive and thrive. Now let's explore some of these adaptations. Frogs often use water lilies as platforms for resting, sunning, and evading predators. The large leaves provide shelter and a stable surface above the water. Frogs may lay their eggs on or near water lilies. The leaves can offer a protective environment for the eggs and tadpoles, reducing the chances of predation. Mangrove trees or bakawan provides shelter and habitat for various species of crabs, such as the sesame crabs. The crabs in turn contribute to the health of the mangrove ecosystem by aerating the soil with their burrowing activity, which facilitates oxygenation in the waterlogged soil. They also help recycle nutrients by feeding on detritus and decaying plant matter, returning nutrients to the mangrove ecosystem. Lotus plants grow in shallow waters, providing perching and breeding grounds for dragonflies. Dragonflies use the leaves and stems of the lotus for laying eggs and as a resting place. The larvae of the dragonflies help control insect populations, which benefits the lotus by reducing herbivory from pest insects. Cattail stands create a thick, protective habitat for various species of waterbirds, like herons and egrets. The birds nest in the dense cattail vegetation, which offers protection from predators. In return, the birds help control populations of insects and small fish that might otherwise harm the wetland ecosystem. Wetlands are incredibly diverse ecosystems, and the adaptations of organisms living there are equally diverse. These adaptations are crucial for survival in this challenging environment and contribute to the overall health and balance of the wetland ecosystem. Human activities have had a profound and often detrimental impact on wetland ecosystems. These vital habitats have been subjected to a range of pressures that have led to significant degradation and loss.
Flowing water ecosystems like rivers, streams, and creeks are dynamic environments characterized by the constant movement of water. These ecosystems support diverse communities of plants, animals, and microorganisms, all adapted to the changing conditions of water flow, oxygen levels, and nutrient availability. Rivers are the largest of the three. They typically have a wide, deep channel and carry a significant volume of water. It usually have a strong and steady flow, and Pasig River is one of the examples in the Philippines. Streams are smaller than rivers but larger than creeks. They are narrow and shallower than rivers but still carry a continuous flow of water. Generally, it have a moderate flow which can vary with seasons or rainfall. Mount Makiling Stream in the Philippines is an Creeks are the smallest of the three. They are often shallow and narrow, sometimes only a few meters wide. Creeks have a gentle flow, which may be seasonal, and Gatasan Creek in Bohol is an example here in the Philippines. Now, let's proceed to the human impacts on flowing water ecosystems, and we have identified three. First is the pollution, next is the invasive species, and lastly, the flow modifications. Pollution. So, industrial runoff, agricultural pesticides, and household waste can introduce harmful chemicals into the flowing water ecosystems, affecting water quality and harming aquatic life. Pollution can lower the pH of the water, affecting all organisms from algae to vertebrates. Biodiversity decreases with decreasing pH, reducing the use of harmful chemicals, improving wastewater treatment, and promoting sustainable agriculture can minimize the introduction of pollutants into the rivers. Exotic species or invasive species are introduced in our river systems, either intentionally, like for fishing or as food, or unintentionally via boats, or those that escapes in the ponds during floods. So, these species can negatively impact native species by competing for resources, preying on them, altering habitats, interbreeding, or introducing diseases and parasites, and establishing monitoring programs to detect the presence of these invasive species early, or conducting a research can be an action to prevent their future spread. Lastly, the flow modifications. So, dams can impact river systems by altering the flow, temperature, and sediment. And reduced flow disrupts aquatic habitats, leading to declines in fish, invertebrates, and plants that rely on the flowing water for food. Dams can also block the migration of fish and other aquatic organisms, leading to isolated populations. And one of the solutions to this is through the implementation of managed water that releases from the dams to mimic the natural flow patterns, ensuring sufficient water is available to support the aquatic habitats and species.
Lakes are large bodies of water that are surrounded by land. It can be formed through various natural processes such as tectonic activity, glacial activity, or volcanic activity. It can vary greatly in size, depth, and shape, ranging from small ponds to large fresh bodies of water like the Laguna Bay in the Philippines. Lakes are an important ecosystem which supports diverse plant and animal life, and they also provide water resources for drinking, agriculture, and recreation. A reservoir is a large man-made or natural storage space water typically created by constructing a dam across a river or stream. It serves multiple purposes including water supply for drinking, irrigation, industrial use, flood control, and hydroelectric power generation. Here are some known lakes and reservoirs in the Philippines. First we have is the La Mesa Dam. It is a crucial water reservoir located in Quezon City that provides 97% of drinking water around the area. Next we have is the Lumut Lake or the Lake Lumut, which is located in the province of Laguna. So this lake, it is a vital resource of the area that contributes mainly for energy supply. Mapanuepe Lake, it is formed in the early 1990s after the catastrophic eruption of the Mount Pinatubo. It is one of the most significant volcanic events in the recent history. Next is the Lake Danau or Danau Lake in Cebu. It is known for its unique shape and serene environment and one of the most key attractions in the region. Next is the Wood Lake, which is located in Zamboanga del Sur. Unlike some famous lakes in the country, this lake is not widely recognized and specific details about it are limited. Mangao Lake is a scenic lake situated in the municipality of Coron and is known for its natural beauty and tranquil environment. The San Roque Lake or the San Roque Reservoir, it is a man-made reservoir located in the Philippines, specifically in the province of Pangasinan, that is for hydroelectric power generation, flood control, and irrigation. Dapal Lake, which is also a lesser-known lake situated in the province of Lanao del Norte on the island of Mindanao in the Philippines. This lake is also known for its ecotourism contribution. Caliraya Lake, a man-made lake located in the province of Laguna, Philippines. This lake is also known for its scenic beauty and recreational opportunities. Magat Dam in Ifugao, Isabela is a significant infrastructure project located in the Philippines, known for its role in flood control, irrigation, and hydroelectric power generation. Buhi Lake that is located in the municipality of Buhi in the province of Camarines Sur, Philippines. This lake is known for its natural beauty and ecological significance. Pulangi Lake in Bukidnon is a significant reservoir primarily serving purposes related to water supply, irrigation, and hydroelectric power generation. Next is Bato Lake, which is a notable lake located in the municipality of Bato in the province of Camarines Sur, Philippines. This lake is known for its natural beauty and ecological significance. Pantabangan Lake or Pantabangan Reservoir in Nueva Ecija is a large man-made reservoir with multiple functions that includes power generation, irrigation, and flood control. Buluan Lake in Maguindanao and Sultan Kudarat is recognized for its natural beauty and importance to the local environment and community. Next we have is the Nuajan Lake located in Oriental Mindoro. This lake offers both ecological benefits and recreational opportunities and conserves the natural heritage of the area. Mainit Lake in Surigao and Agusan del Norte is known for its unique geothermal experiences and contributes to the region's ecological and economic landscape. Taal Lake, located in Batangas, is in a unique setting within a volcanic caldera in the presence of an active volcano, which is the Taal volcano. Next we have is the Lanao Lake that is located in Lanao del Sur. So this lake, it offers ecological, economic, and cultural benefits that influence the lives of local communities and contributes to the region's environmental and economic stability. Next we have is the Laguna Lake, which is the largest lake in the Philippines and a key geographical feature of Luzon Island. This plays a significant role in the ecology, economy, and culture of the surrounding region. So how do lakes are formed? Lakes are formed through a variety of natural processes, each of which creates a basin or depression in the Earth's surface that can hold water. The formation of a lake typically involves the accumulation of water in depressions or low-lying areas over time. The Philippines, with its diverse geology and geography, has a variety of lakes formed through the different natural processes. The formation of lakes can be through tectonic activity, volcanic activity, glacial activity, river activity, landslides, and human activity. So within these lakes, it support a variety of flora and fauna, which some are endemic only to that area.
Next, we have the stratification. Lake stratification, this occurs when a lake develops separate layers of water, usually due to the variations in the temperature. There are three layers of a stratified lake. We have the epilimion. This is the upper layer, heated by the sun, that maintains a fairly consistent temperature and the high oxygen levels due to the mixing by wind and the waves. Next, we have the thermocline. This is the middle layer, a transition zone between the epilimion and the hypolimnion. The temperature drops rapidly with increasing depth. Then last layer would be the hypolimnion. This is the bottom layer, which considered as a cold and dark. It has low oxygen levels as there's minimal mixing and sunlight penetration. Now, let's determine what are the factors affecting the stratification. First is the temperature. This is the main factor behind stratification, as warmer surface water is less dense than the colder water below. Next, we have the wind. The wind can mix the upper layers of water, impacting the depth and the positions of the thermocline. Next factor is the lake depth. The stratification is more likely in deeper lakes. Lastly is the latitude. Lakes in temperate regions, they tend to experience more distinct stratification. Next is the significant impacts of stratification. First, we have the oxygen levels. It can lead to a low oxygen levels in the bottom layer, which is the hypolimnion, because there's only limited mixing with the oxygen-rich surface layers. Next, we have the nutrient distribution. The nutrients can become trapped in the lower layers and may not reach the surface. This affects the growth of aquatic plants and the algae. Next is the water quality. The poor mixing can lead to the accumulation of harmful substances, for example, toxins or pollutants, in the bottom layer. Lastly is the habitat limitations. The different organisms that thrive in different layers affecting species distribution.
Free-flowing water ecosystems like rivers, streams, and creeks are vital for maintaining biodiversity, providing essential ecosystem services, and supporting cultural practices in the Philippines. However, these systems face significant threats from human activities such as pollution, invasive species, and flow modification, which can lead to habitat degradation and loss of species. To protect and restore these critical ecosystems, it is crucial to adopt sustainable practices, engage in river restoration efforts, and involve local communities in conservation initiatives. By understanding the importance of free-flowing waters and the impacts of human activities, we can work towards preserving these ecosystems for future generations.